Hello, everyone. How are you? You are welcome to our live broadcast today. We thank God for the opportunity to be able to come to you again on this platform, Talk with the Missus. We are super excited, and actually we are to be able to come to you on another episode. We believe, God, that this will be a imparting, life-changing episode as we look to explore the topic that is before us today. We believe, God, that your lives and all that are connected to you will never be the same. So as we always say on the platform of Talk with the Missus, we want to be an extension, each and every one of us, an extension of this broadcast to others. I want to encourage you to take the next couple of minutes to share the broadcast so that we can get others to join and get them to join early as well. So our conversation for today can begin, because today's topic, I think, is very, very important. Well, as always, the topics are usually,
all the topics are important. All the topics are crucial. All the topics sometimes are very timely. But this one, we already can see that it's very, very, very crucial for success in marital life. So please, let's share. Let's be a part of this conversation. Also, let's comment. Let's do all that we need to do to get this conversation to go in the way we need it to go. I'm just sharing myself.
Yes, let's do that. And we're sure that many, many, many people will be blessed by the conversation. So I'm sharing, and I want to see you doing the same. And for those of you who have already joined, would like you to indicate in the comment section. So we know that you are right here, right now, and that you are here to be a blessing. So, and to be blessed as well. So just say hello, tell us where you are joining from. We always like to know where people are joining from, because we see Talk with the Missus as a global conversation and a platform where we're not just talking to you, but we also hear you. And other people are actually impacted by the things that we all share. I think it'd be nice if you just, as usual, introduce the Talk with the Missus.
Be my usual self. Yes. Okay. All right. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody that's here on the Talk with the Missus platform. What a joy to have you here. Like we said today, this conversation is not just for me. It's not just for the mister. It's not just for us. It's for everybody. So let's share today's broadcast. We never know whose question we're going to answer, and we never know whose problem, the solution the Lord will supply and provide through this conversation. So let's keep on sharing, and let's keep on knowing who is on the line also. So at the beginning, I didn't know that we were live. So it was like, Lainey Escape numero uno, because you're the first one. Before we went live, you were already here. And she's saying, blessings, everyone. This is Elaine Shirley, but from hot Kingston, Jamaica. A great afternoon to you, Pastor Omoviye, and my fellow students. Looking forward to another beautiful session. Yeah, class is in session. Everyone got your pen?
Yes, we are ready.
Yes, miss. You know those days. What? Yes, miss. And if you didn't say yes, miss properly, they would say your name again. Because you weren't saying it proper. All right. So we've also got from fearful to fear, and that's good evening, Pastor Omoviye. Sarah here. Great to join from Vienna. Beautiful, beautiful. So we've got Kingston, Jamaica. We've got Vienna, both beautiful cities. Very, very fantastic. Then we got Teddy Sentango says, good evening, pastors. Joining from London, Collingdale. Amazing. Good to have you. Good to have you. And then we've also got Plush Luxurious Lifestyles, and that's coming in from Enfield Town. Yes.
Great to have you.
Amazing. Then we've got Edith, and she says the fine eveningy. Okay. Edith Okondaye from Italy. May God bless you and your family. God bless you too. God bless you too, Edith. Then we have Betty, and she says, "Good evening, my pastors, joining from East London. Good to have you also, Betty, and your beautiful family. God bless
God
you."
Bless you.
And then we've got Ed, how properties. I want to know about your properties. Let us know. Let us know. What can we do? How can we be a part of this? And that person says, "Good evening." Good evening to you too. Where's your location, firstly? Before I'm there getting excited and you're somewhere I can't like. Then we've got Yo-Yo says, "Greetings from Ohio." Greetings to you too. And good evening, everybody.
Yes. You are welcome.
You're all welcome.
Please share and let's try and get as many people as possible in. You can share to your WhatsApp groups. You can put it on your WhatsApp status.
Yes.
You know, someone will stumble on it. You share to your own Facebook and social media pages. And that way you get more people in. Is that okay?
Yes.
So let's all do that. And we are going to have a fantastic discussion. Today's topic actually is, can you be independent and married? Can you be independent and married? It's a big question, I think. And we are going to try to unpack it. We're going to try to, discuss it and just try and pick out the truths in that conversation. I think maybe the first place to start would be, what is independent? What does it mean to be independent? You know, in your views, like those of you who are online, to comment as well, and then we would also need to, what does it mean to be independent? When they say someone is independent, what does that really mean?
Well, I think when we talk about independence, you have the ability to stand on your own 2 feet and get things done. Yes. But I think it's beyond that, because that's like responsibility. When somebody is a responsible person, they can manage their money, they can manage their emotions, they can manage their different things that are put in their hands. So I think it's beyond responsibility. I think independence is the notion or the standpoint that I'm doing this alone. So it's beyond I'm having to do this because this is something I should do, which is responsibility, is going beyond that. And I'm doing this alone and I'm choosing to do this alone. Yeah. So for example, now, let's say it's in a marriage situation or a marriage relationship, you're now saying that this is my money, or this is my why am I only thinking of money? It's beyond money. It's beyond
this is
money.
My life.
This is my life. This is my career. This is my decision that I need to make for me. What suits me best is all about me. It's a selfish kind of viewpoint where you're doing things for your own self gratification and for yourself, because the only person you considered in your decision was yourself, how it affects you. So you're living for yourself, with yourself, and you're trying to be by yourself, even though your spouse is there. So that's if it's in a marriage relationship or responsibility or mindset.
Okay.
Playing field.
Yeah. So how many of us agree with that? What does it mean to be independent? I think we've got some views. From Fearful to Fear said, independence, financially able to stand on my own and get things done easily, money-wise. Okay, so defining money-wise. All right, I think I would look at independence as, being free from outside control. So being free from control.
Yeah.
Being free from influence.
Yeah.
Being free from reliance.
Yeah. So
not relying on others, being free from control, being free from influence.
Yeah.
Now, I think those And I think I'll probably even go for that to name it as autonomy, the essence of being autonomous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you understand? So
Yeah.
having autonomy. So that's being independent.
Mm.
Yeah. And so the question is, can you be free from control, free from influence, free from reliance? Yeah. Be autonomous. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think from fear, I'm just trying to use all the definitions that were given.
Yeah.
From fearful to fear said being financially able, okay, being able to stand on your own. Yeah. And then be married. Is it possible? And I'm not asking that question from the aspect of, you know, being joined together with somebody, but I'm trying to look at marriage from the, okay, maybe we should define marriage from scripture. Marriage, scripture talks about the two becoming one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it says that they'll both leave father and mother, join
together.
Yeah. Together and become one flesh. So that in itself is you're leaving like what you're used to, you're leaving your independent thinking and life and everything, your family influence, and you're now coming together, because it says you're joining. That, I think that word join is very, very crucial, because when we're talking about independence, how can you join with somebody and be independent at the same time? It's kind of doesn't work hand in hand. Is too extreme. So you're joining with them, and then it says you're becoming one flesh. So if I'm joining with someone and becoming one flesh with somebody in God's ideal of marriage, not my ideal, not what I think, is what God created to be marriage, then I can't have that separation, because I'm needing to be joining. Yeah. So I think that independence is independent. You need to have an understanding, or an understanding of being independent before you marry. Yeah. That's that level of responsibility that I was referring to before, where you know how to do things, you know how to manage your finances, you know how to pursue a career, you know how to build a prayer altar, a prayer life, and you become independent. You should stand on your own 2 feet in those regard. But then when you've now come together with somebody, you've joined your spouse to become one flesh, that independence that you've built, that character, that ability, we're not saying to drop them, because no, every part of your life that you've shaped and you've formed through life is for a reason. So I'm personally not saying to drop all those strengths that you've built in your ability to stand on 2 feet. But what I'm saying is that you now have to learn or pivot or transition. Yeah. You now have to transition into everything that I've built as an independent lady or as an independent man. I now need to find a way to become one with my spouse and join. All my independence and all their independence needs to come together and join. We need to learn the process of transitioning so that we can join and no longer become independent in our strengths, even whatever it is we came independent to be. We need to now join together and become one flesh. And in that one flesh, you now become interdependent. So you're transitioning from independence to interdependence, where you're now joining together and your strengths are becoming one together. So I personally think that's what is needed in marriage: interdependence, not independence.
Okay, so I think I hear what you say, and I tend to agree. I just want to look at in life when people are born, yeah, children are raised to be dependent, not to be independent. When I say raised to be independent, you hear things like you should be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You should be able to do things by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not always going to be there for you. You should be a man. All of those things.
Yeah, because you're not marrying. It's very necessary, because you're not going to marry somebody and you're now babysitting them, or you're now pampering them, or you're now helping them to stand. No, they should, like you said, grown to a point that they become independent as they grew.
Yeah. So people are raised generally they are raised, society, family raises you to be independent. To be able to live life without relying on people. Although we cannot truly live life without relying on people. There's one form of reliance or the other. For example, you rely on the electricity company to supply you electricity. Do you understand? Yes, you pay for it. You rely on, when your car breaks down, for the garage to fix the car. Yeah. But you're raised to be able to call it stand on your own 2 feet, raised to be independent as a person. When you then grow up and get to the point where you are getting married, I think there's usually, for some people, a challenge in being able to submit that independence, because this is what you can imagine somebody from when they were born. Okay, let's say from nursery, say from 4 years old till, let's say, they got married at the age of 26. So for the past 22 years, they are being raised to be able to stand on their own, to make decisions and all of that. And then you hear parents, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of her. She did this herself using her initiative. She did this, she did that, she did all. She's accomplished this and all of that. Or he's done that. Blah. So that's it. But then you come to a point where you want to be married, or you get married. And in marriage, if you ask me, I don't think you can have a successful marriage. And some people may disagree. And if you disagree, please give me your reason. I don't think you can have a successful marriage if you want to live an independent life. I think you're going to have problem. Yes, the world we are living in right now, the modern world, modern marriage, is promoting independence, but also at the same time preaching commitment. The problem is, how can you have commitment, when you operate independently? I think they are two opposite to each other, because commitment many a time is reliance driven. Commitment, I believe commitment is reliance driven. I'm committed to you because either because you rely on me for some things, or I rely on you for some things, or we both mutually rely on each other. Doesn't it? So let's take it. If, for example, you take a church. Somebody joins a church and is a member of a church, and you are committed to the church. That commitment, you will find that on both sides, there's some form of reliance. You're committed to the church because you rely on the church, for fellowship. You rely on the church for community. You rely on the church is a place where you go to have your spirit fed. So there's some form of reliance. You are committed to it. At the same time, the church relies on you for service, because you come there, you render service. Maybe you work in one department and all of that. So there is some form of reliance that drives commitment. And when reliance is absent, I think it will be difficult to actually achieve commitment. People are committed to their job because they rely on it to get paid, to be able to cover their thing, and their company relies on them to get the job done so that the company can grow. So when we get married, then we have to be able to, I don't know if the right word would be give up our independence, because maybe that may sound, it may not
Like
come
you're
out
losing
right,
your
like you're
identity.
losing it.
And you're not losing your identity.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
losing your identity. And
Yeah.
that's why I like the word that you use, being interdependent.
Yeah.
Because again, another extreme of independence is dependent.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
And when
want
somebody's
you don't want a
completely
dependent. Yeah. You don't,
Yeah.
you don't want to marry a dependent, because you'll be making all the decisions, you'll be babysitting, you'll be, it's like you've married a child and you're, helping a child to come up. You want that level of communication on a balanced or on a par kind of level. You don't want to always be talking down or to be the one receiving or the one giving, or no. You should be equal-ish in that regard. There shouldn't be a server and a master kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because when you have some people who are, just when you are completely dependent, you become a burden.
That's the thing.
Yeah. When you are, it's like you're dependent over time, you become a burden.
Yeah.
Because you rely on this person for everything. And it's like, without them, I have no life.
Yeah.
And when you come to a point, and in fact, when you come to a point where without somebody you have no life, you are almost making them your God. I think you're putting yourself in a position where the only person that we should relate to with total dependence is God.
Yeah.
And for every other human relationship, I believe that it should be interdependence, using the word that you use, interdependent, instead of independence. But society today is promoting independence, and is it possible for a marriage to work? Because some people are running their marriages.
Yeah.
They are in marriage, but they are living independent lives.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy, because that joining, there has to be a merging. Yeah. Merging of vision, a merging of purpose, a merging of mindset. All those different things that make you have to merge. And in doing that, you then, like I said, you're transitioning from that independence, which you need to even be mature enough to marry. Yeah, somebody that's mature enough to marry is somebody that has grown and become independent. Yeah, but in that, your independence, remember, God created Adam alone, and he was independent, or he was able to make decisions. He's calling animals names, he's doing all of this, he's able to do all of that. But God now said that it's not good for him to be alone. So that independence did not give him companionship. So companionship is always necessary. And in that companionship, you now rely on each other. So that's where when you're talking about the reliance aspect, which is what independence does not allow. So because you need a companion, somebody comparable to you, somebody that will be a helper to you, you're helping one another. The Bible talks about let's help one another. Yeah. Let's be carry each other's burdens. So in that marriage, you're carrying each other's burdens. You're being interdependent. I'm relying on you for something. You're relying on me for something. We're now interdependent, where we can stand in areas that we need to stand, but then I still rely on you for things, which then means, in practical terms, when I need to make a decision, even though I'm an independent person, I have the capacity to make it independently, make that decision. I decide that no, this decision does not just affect me. So I cannot just make this major decision. I'm talking major decisions, not like small decisions. Oh, should I buy eggs from, like in America, should I buy eggs from a carton or should I buy eggs from a normal, crate? I mean, should I be phoning my husband to tell him, oh, what kind of eggs should I buy? No, we're talking of major decisions. If a promotion is coming up at work, how would that affect the dynamics of your family? If
you're looking to resign your job,
if you're looking to resign your job,
who quit
their job, and their husband or their wife knew much later.
They get home.
Yeah.
No, some of them not even knowing much later. They get home and the husband said, oh, you didn't go to work today. Oh yeah, I just quit. You just quit. You quit your job, no conversation, no discussion. Well, it's my life, it's my job.
That's the thing. So the mindset has not transitioned to interdependence. You're still on the mindset of independence when you're making such major decisions by yourself because you feel that it affects only yourself. Well, it's my job, it's my this, it's my that. All this is the problem that we're talking about here. You can be married and independent, but being married and independent will not lead to a joyful, successful home where there's harmony and peace. Because you'll be making decisions that are affecting the family dynamics, but you're making it alone, and the other person feels slighted because you made this decision. You didn't even consider me. Didn't you even consider how I feel?
And I mean, well, I get what you're saying. You know, when you use the word consider, somebody says, oh yeah, I considered you. I thought it all through. Never mind. No. You have a conversation.
That consideration is a conversation.
Yeah, you have to have a conversation.
Consider and converse.
So really, when you cannot be married and independent in decision making. I think, and it's not because you don't have the capacity.
You have the capacity.
Because now we're trying to look at some practical examples which you've pulled out decision making. When you have the capacity, but you can't be deciding on major things alone. Even if the way you want to do it, what you want to do is right, you still have to have a conversation, because if you're making these decisions alone, you will not have a healthy marriage. You'll not have a healthy marriage. So in that regards, being independent, yes, you being an independent man, if you really want to have a healthy marriage, then you must, as a matter of fact, make yourself responsible. And I think that, to be able to, I think to be able to subject yourself, especially if you're an accomplished independent person, to be able to subject yourself to interdependence, is what shows that, one, you have the fear of God in you, and two, that you actually truly love the person that you are with. I think love is beyond feeling. It's beyond feeling. To come to a point where you are interdependent. Even, okay, you want to buy this thing, this person is not going to contribute. They maybe you're even the only one making money in the house. They're not going to put £1, $1, into it, but you still have the conversation with them. Oh, I want to buy this thing. Should we or should I not? This is that I've got the money, blah, blah. You still go ahead and have the conversation, because that's what marriage requires. And that's why the Bible speaks of, submitting yourself one to another. Submitting yourself one to another. So
because that submission,
yes,
because most people say, oh yeah, the woman should submit. I agree. But it's not just the woman that's meant to submit. It's because the verse before, or a few verses before, it says submitting yourself one to another. So I can't do that in itself is telling us you're interdependent. You're not deep independent. You are relying on one another. Sorry, go ahead.
No, let me. I want to read some comments because we got loads of comments.
Yeah, you guys been amazing.
Right.
This is touching some nerves, so it's good because we want marriages to succeed and thrive. You know. Yeah.
So Elaine Shelley said, independence for me is being able to manage and still be living okay. Good standard of living on your own with or without the other party.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's defining independence. We've got Edith, who have said it is impossible to be independent when you are married because you are no more alone. You have been joined together. You now do things with your spouse.
Yeah.
Yep. Elaine said, I agree with all opinions shared on the part of marriage.
Yeah.
I believe the independence here would speak to a mindset in terms of having the ability but not functioning as an independent body but together. Yeah. So you have the ability, but you're not functioning.
Yeah.
You're not functioning as an independent. You're not dropping the ability to be independent, but you are refusing to function independently. You are consciously, intentionally submitting yourself to interdependent.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible speaks of Jesus that though he was equal with God, yet he did not, I'm trying to get the phrase, he did not equate himself. You know?
Yeah.
So it's very important. Though he was God himself, he didn't think it robbery, you know, to equate himself with God. That is
Philippians 2:6.
Yeah, can you quote it?
Yeah, hold on. So
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 6.
Yeah.
He said, who being in the form of God. Yeah, he was in the form of God. That means he had the capacity of God in him. Yeah. But what? He said, did not consider it robbery to be equal with God. So he didn't, even though he had the form of God in him, he was humble enough to submit himself to die. So it's really, I think marriage,
it was not, one version says, it's not think of it as equality, you know, like equal rights.
Exactly.
We have equal rights. What is this? I'm God too.
Yeah.
If I can die, you can die.
Exactly.
Come and die.
Come and die. Exactly. Yeah. So it's, I think marriage is the ability to bring strength under control. Marriage is your ability to submit your strength and your abilities.
Not to lay dormant,
not to lay dormant.
Because that's another thing. Some people think that so I will not be shining, I'll just be there. Okay.
No, but
it's not that.
No.
It's a thing of when I need to bring this angle or this aspect of me that is shining and helping and doing things and leading, because both of you are leading in one capacity or the other.
Yeah.
I always say, you know, like people always say, the woman should submit and all of that, which is true, which is fine. But we also need to understand that the husband being the leaders, especially like CEOs and so forth, if you think about it in how CEOs function, they delegate things. It's not everything that the CEO can do. So, okay, I want you to be the financial manager. I want you to be the person that does this. I want you to be, you know, and you function and you do your best. And you're also a director in that regard. But somebody has to be the head. Somebody has to be the managing director, you know. So you're still doing all you're doing in your capacity fully, but somebody just has to be the managing director. You know, that gives the vision, and not gives the vision, that you know, drives the ship, stirs the steering wheel.
Yeah. Because you can't be married. You cannot want to live independent and be married. You will not have a successful marriage.
Yeah.
The Bible says they must both submit to one another. The both of them are joined together.
Yeah.
Not a share. So, for example, okay, so let's give. We've talked about decision making. Take it to finance, because I think that's one area where people,
it's hot.
Yeah, because a lot of people,
your money is where,
they want financial autonomy.
Yeah.
So can a couple make significant financial progress by being independent financially, autonomy? And when I say operating, let's say operating their financial life independent of each other.
I mean,
and should it really be so?
I think there's aspects that you can okay, if I take an example of our own financial the way we function, is we have a joint account that will deal with all the expenses on a normal day-to-day dealings, whether it's
food shopping,
commitments, mortgage, whatever, all the different things, it deals with that. We also then have a joint savings account where money we're saving independently or together, we'll put together in that account. But we don't now leave it as just those accounts that deals with everything, because most times when everything goes into the joint account, everything can also come out of the joint account somehow. There's a way that you just, I don't know, your mind will just be like, it's our money. So you just be putting your hand and take, it's our money, because
I don't put my hand to put my hand to be taken.
It's very disciplined financially. So no, but I've heard people say this before. I'm not actually talking about myself like that, although I put my hand. But I'm talking. I remember somebody saying in a message where we were having a conference, and one of the women, we were as a church having a conference, female women's conference, and one of the guest speakers, she was saying that the joint account usually suffers abuse because people will just be taking money and bringing money, and it will just be flying. So what we do to cut all of that out, because if you put every money in there, it can cause issues. So what we do is we put the money in there that will deal with the expenses as we know it. So we put enough money monthly on standing order. So it's not the phone in, you haven't put your money yet, where's your money? No, we put it on standing order. It repeats, it just goes in automatic. And then we'll now deal with whatever the money there would automatically deal with the household needs. Then we have our independent standalone accounts that we now manage ourselves. So our standalone accounts that we manage ourselves, as well as a standalone savings account where we save in that ourselves. That way, you're able to both deal with financial responsibilities as a couple together, as well as have your money that you can just live and do what you kind of wanted to do without the other person's eyes gazing in every second to know what it is that's going on in your bank account. So it kind of helps to blend a bit of both worlds.
Yeah, so I think in simple terms, basically, what you're saying is that each of us have personal accounts and savings account.
Yeah.
Then together we have a joint account that deals with the expenses of the home, and we also have a joint savings account.
Yeah.
So you could say between the two of us, you would then be calling it what? 6 accounts. You have 2, 1 operational, 1 savings. We have a family, 1 operational, 1 savings, and then obviously I have 1 operational, 1 savings. So that's just basically in simple terms the summary. So we're saving together, we're spending together, we're also saving alone, and we're also spending alone. And we decide, you don't just, it's not random what goes into the joint account is decided obviously based
on the needs.
On well, not just on the needs, based on individuals' earning power.
Capacity,
yeah, earning capacity and earning power. But then you have situations where couples live completely. I've seen couples where the husband doesn't even know what the wife earns. The wife doesn't know what the husband earns. Nobody knows whether anybody has money.
Or anybody's in debt.
Yeah.
If somebody's taking credit card and loan and all these things, you don't know.
They don't know whether somebody's taking credit cards or taking loans. Nobody knows. They just say, well, we live in the house. You share. I pay the mortgage or I pay the rent. You take care of this and take care of that, and that's it. So there's no real.
So that's making things a little bit transactional, if you like.
Yeah, there's no real togetherness.
There's no togetherness.
Yeah. So sometimes
I paid my half, you pay your half. Like, let's say, especially when you're assigned certain financial roles. I'm assigned to the bills.
Yeah.
You're assigned to the mortgage. You're assigned to the food. You're assigned. Then in that way, sometimes it becomes too separate. And in the mind, you'll be like, well, I done my part. Why haven't you paid your part?
Yeah.
It now gets that I kind of fashion, and it now stirs that.
I want to read this comment. Sorry. This person wrote, what's it? Marriage in a minute. It said, independence and marriage are enemies.
Enemies are
marriage.
That should have been capitals too.
Marriage becoming one, independence yourself.
Yeah.
So marriage is the two becoming one, and then independence, is yourself.
Yeah.
This person is written and said, living independently in marriage is likely to cause friction between the couples.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, because when you start living independent of each other, you create problem. I just want to make sure we read as many comments as possible. Okay, so this is Princess Fauna said, submitting to independence after being submitting to interdependence after being independent for a long time is definitely not easy.
Yeah.
But like Daddy said, that's where the fear of God comes into play, and the expression for the love that we have for our partner comes into play as well. Yeah. Because I think it's part of your proof of love. If you truly love somebody, you will it has to be intentional to submit yourself or submit your independence to them. We've just highlighted two areas, for example, decision making, finances. There has to be some level of interdependence on the other person. And I think when you live your life in marriage independent, you make the other person feel that they are not needed in your life.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah. Because emotionally, that will probably be another area.
Yeah.
We talk about finance, we talk about decision making, but emotionally, in marriage, should you be emotionally independent? That's a dicey one, but should you be emotionally dependent?
What does that mean?
Oh, okay. Let's say when I say
how would that translate?
Yeah. Should you be expecting the other person to compliment you, and when they compliment you, it makes you happy? Should you rely on that for your joy and your happiness? Do you understand?
Should I Should I rely on it? No, but should I want it? Yes. I mean, I look
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I look good. Tell me that I look good.
yeah,
you
but
know?
then you have to. There has to be some form of reliance on it then,
Yeah.
because if there is no reliance on it, you want it. It's like saying, you know, I want my husband. If we pick now to decision making, I want my husband to, you know, speak to me. I just hear about the things that he does. He just shows me results. I'm never part of the conversation in making the decisions for the results. Yeah. I don't rely on it. I want it. Yeah. But so again, when it comes to emotional thing, we should be, I'm not in any way suggesting that we should be emotionally unstable. We should be emotionally stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you marry, marriage, part of marriage is emotional connection, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if part of marriage is emotional connection, you rely to some degree on the person you are married to fuel your emotion. But you do it in a way where you are not dependent. Again, it's not dependent that without them,
I'm not gonna cry for 5 days.
Exactly. Then I start
they didn't
crying.
Make any comments on these my lovely nails and my hair.
They
and
didn't
my
even see me and all of that. No, so it's not dependent, but it's interdependent. And in that interdependent is that you expect it. They influence you by their, okay, maybe they comment, and that comment influences you. Tomorrow you wake up, you want to put on something else to get them.
Let me see what they're gonna say.
Yeah,
today.
what they're gonna say today. So there is that interdependent, and it has to happen because it's part of the fuel that fuels a marriage.
Yeah.
But if you say, well, I don't care what they say, whether they like it or they don't like it, it's like, for example, you're a married woman, you dress, you wear certain clothes, and then your husband says, no, I don't like this clothes on you. It's it's my body, I don't care, and all of that. You're trying to live as an independent person. Can that be right?
No. I mean, if in a situation where, let's say, you tell me that this dress that I'm wearing, this doesn't look nice on you, babe, and I say, oh, forget it, I like it, I just want to wear it. It doesn't look good. I'm telling you, it doesn't look good. Like some of my husband, for him to say that is enough, should be enough, because he's kind of person is not now going to go all like, I'm telling you, take this off, and he's not going to go to those extremes. But for some, it could, it can lead into a full-blown argument. But should I allow it to get to an argument? Shouldn't I have heard what he said? Should that not be enough for me to not wear it? And the same way, if you're wearing something and I look at it and say, babe, I don't, that's color right, it's not working. You should now say, oh, is it? Oh, okay. And change it or give an alternative. Sometimes you just need to have an alternative. Somebody give an alternative. If you don't like this clothes, buy me something new so that I can wear that.
There may be something in the wardrobe to pick from. It's not always bad.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy something. I'm not.
There may be something, but there may not be. So when there ain't, buy it. Yeah, we need new clothes. But anyway, no, not all the time. Anyway, not all the time. There was a question from somebody called One Love. Okay. So she says, hello, pastors. I have a question. Okay. I've always been an independent woman, even before marriage, and still contribute to our household bills. Okay. But sometimes I wish my husband would give me money for my personal upkeep, even if it's just to do my hair. Yeah. He says that since I used to pay for those things before I met him, I should continue doing so. Am I wrong for wanting that kind of support from my husband? Question.
Okay, so I don't think she's wrong. This is where the interdependence comes into play.
Yes.
Are you wrong for wanting that? I don't think so. No. Do you understand? I don't think so. But I think, and I'll tell you what I think. I think the problem is that maybe yourself and your husband, either before you got married or now that you're married, you have both not actually sat down to discuss how you want to run your finances.
Yeah.
And that is where the problem, because the man is married a woman who is financially okay. She was financially okay, able to take care of herself. Yeah. Before they got married. So now they're married, and he says, oh, she can pay bills. She earns money. She's got money and all of that. I don't need to give you money to do your hair. I don't need to give you money to do your nails. And I don't need to, but he needs to.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's not because you don't have it.
Yeah.
It's not because you don't have it. It is that interdependence and just knowing that. And to be honest with you, if there's any man who is watching, this would be my recommendation to you. Even if your wife is earning millions, let's say your wife takes home $1 million every month. Yeah. Put it in any currency you want to put it in.
Pounds.
Yeah.
A month.
And a month. And then you as a man.
Oh Lord, release. You said that silver and gold are yours. Lord, release. Okay. Million. I'm putting my share.
So let's say the woman earns $1 million, every month.
Oh, the woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Lord.
The woman is earning the woman is earning $1 million every month.
Yeah.
And the man is earning 100,000 every month.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to give an illustration. Okay. I think that there is something that it does for a woman, when the man gives something to her. Yeah. Even if it is 10 pounds. Yeah. So let's say this money is in pounds. Even if it is 10 pounds, the fact that something leaves your hand as a man to your wife, that 10 pounds that you give to her, even though she's earning $1 million, may be more valuable in her eyes than that $1 million. Not valuable in terms of what it can buy, but just the fact that she gets, you want to take care of me. She gets something from her man, and she knows that if you have more, you will give more and you will do more. That is where that interdependence comes into play. You could argue and say, but what does he want that for? She has money anyway. Yeah, it's not about what she has or does not have. It's about your place.
Your place as
in
man,
her life.
As a husband.
As a husband.
Yeah.
So that is where that is. So is she wrong? You can see, even though she has the money, she's not saying I don't have the money to do it. She can afford it. She could probably maybe afford doing her hair every week. Do you understand? But she's asking the husband, give me money for my nails. Give me money for my hair. He does not now understand what she's at. He's just seeing it from the perspective of money. Yeah. You have money. Why are you asking me? You can afford it. Use your money. Yeah. But it's not just about money. Yeah. It's about your position. Yeah. It's about she will wear that nail, with more, will I call it pride, or with more
happiness,
joy, knowing that her husband paid for it, than she will wear it knowing that it is her own sweat that put it on her.
When it break and you say, after I sweat for so long, this nail now broke. Yeah. But if it's the husband, say, this one that my husband done for me. Hey,
so I think that's where that interdependence comes into play. So we find out that when you're getting married, when you get married, there has to be some things that you have to just submit to. Yeah. It is submission. I think is the issue of submission. There are some things that you just have to submit yourself to. Yeah. And that submission is intentional. Yeah. Is bringing power under control. Yeah. Bringing capacity and ability under control.
Yeah, under control, and then finding a way that it will join together and fit together so that it can work together. Yeah. Yeah, because that, like we said, that under control is not now you lay it to rest and it will now become dormant forever. No.
No. It's
you're not pushing it in somebody's face and saying, I can do this, I'm doing it, or just doing it and, I'll bear the consequences later. It's in an argument. If you want to argue, I can argue, no problem. I'll do what I like.
Yeah.
Is making sure that you are treading in a careful way, not to upset the other person, but to always be a source of joy to the other person.
Yeah.
The Proverbs 31 woman, it says that she does him good and not evil all the days of her life. Yeah. I was reading that the other day. It talks about she considers a field and buys it. Well, I was saying to my husband that consider, people have not really sat on that consider. Because when you consider something, you're getting opinions of people that matter around you. So in that consideration of that, seeing a field, and then she now buys it, she's obviously speak with her husband and saying, I've seen this field. I think it will be good for this, this, and this. What do you think? And he will now agree. Because remember, she does him good all the days of her life and not evil. So there's no way that Proverbs 31 woman can be independent to now see, this is a field. I have the money. Let me buy it. She can't, because she does him good all the days of her life and not evil. So she's interdependent on her husband. Yes, the money came from her. Yes, she has the ability. Yes, the idea is hers, but she considers it. And in that consideration, she brings the marital relationship into it to now make that decision. And then she pursues it. So it's a interdependence that a lot of people have not made that transition. We've grown so much, like you said, as from childhood, celebrated when you're independent, celebrated when you can go off to university or college in different nations or different parts of the world, but you and thrive and do excellently well and come out with great abilities and resources. But you still have to, when you now come to marriage, transition to now know that this is an interdependent relationship, and for it to really work well, I need to be together as one.
Okay. All right. I'll read some of the comments to that question. Elaine said she's not wrong. The request is from her emotional side. Yeah. She needs to feel pampered in that way. So that's why I said the husband probably knows he's only seeing money. He's not seeing where that request is coming from. Otherwise, he should find, especially the woman can afford it, he should find joy in doing it. Princess Fana said, "Facts, daddy." She said it definitely does something to us. Like saying when the man, even if it's give something to you. Abby said, "Thank you, Pastor. You always say the facts. That's why we love you, sir." Okay. Tenji said,
and you're not speaking from, let's say, logic or theory.
No,
this is something that he practices.
I practice.
Himself.
It's something I practice. I practice that, and I think it's very important. For years now.
On standing order.
I've got it on standing order. No, it's true. Monthly standing order for years now.
It says, something this to just take care of yourself. Whatever it is you want to do. If you want to save the money, fine. If you want to spend it, fine. If you want to buy something, fine. Just use it to do something for you. It makes me feel, what is giddy 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 that you see? It makes it helps. It helps because then it somehow, not that I would not have honored you, but somehow, I don't know, it just helps the honor to happen even more and more expressive. So all those things, they help. I think, do you know what it is? I think that's in marriage in itself, there's no school, there's no marriage school. So you learn on the job. And somehow our fathers and our mothers have not really passed down these golden gems to help the next generation to have good marriages or joyful, easy flowing marriages. Because if, let's say, you had your own biological father that now taught you something like this.
That this is what to do.
This is something that is good for women. They love this kind of stuff. Or my mother now taught me, but we didn't have anything like that. So we have to learn on the job. But in like a show like Talk with the Misses, like I think, I can't remember who it was that said before, school is in session. Is that Elaine?
Fene,
Or Fene always says it,
Fene,
but Elaine
today
said it. That school is in session, and that's what it is. Sometimes we're learning, guys,
and then you have to take it and apply it, because it works. It works, and over the years, you know, like my wife is saying, it's not theory. The things we say here are not theories. This is what I practice, and then you know, you get to point as God increases you, you increase the amount. You increase the amount, and it's just.
That's why I said I have a portion. When I was praying for him, I said I have a portion.
Okay, that's okay.
No, that wasn't why.
No, I say when you were praying for me, when you thought the millions was for the man, and you say, "Oh God, because you have a portion." No, it's true. You even make your wife to be praying for you, for God to bless you more, because as you get increase, something will leave your hand to her.
It must drop.
Yeah, it's important, and I think when you do that, it's just. It doesn't matter. It's not because you don't earn your own money. But it's just
it's an emotional thing. Like lady was saying before, it literally is an emotional thing. You're feeding her emotional side. To that would, because we're emotional, so it will express in showing you love.
And maybe you are online and you're a man. I say, Pastor, I don't have this. My money does not. Everything is
accounted for.
Even if it's £10,
every pound.
Start with £10.
Every pound has the.
No, it's true. That's what I'm saying. Even if it's £10, start. Put you on standing order, so that it's not that you forgot to transfer it this month. They will now come and remind you.
So is this £20 you're sending this month? Because remember last month you didn't send. So forget it. £10. So it will now cause an issue.
I'm not saying that it should be £10, but I'm just saying if you don't have at all, start with something. It will make God to bless you. You'll be shocked. God will just bless you and increase you. You know, and the woman will be happy. Because something is leaving your hand to her that she can spend on herself anyhow she wants. It's not something else. What did you spend that money on? This, that. No. Or no, I'm not happy.
I'm
some people
money, and you're just spending it on all this.
No, some people now, the day the woman makes them unhappy, he say, "In fact, I'm canceling that." Like, it's not something for that kind of thing. That you have to say, "I've stopped it." I've stopped it. You cannot be making me unhappy and I'm
fueling this happiness.
I'm spending this on happiness.
I'm fueling my unhappiness. What is this? It's true.
It should be something that the person know that it will come. Regardless of what happens is there. Standing order, it will come to them. I'm not saying the woman should misbehave, but I'm just saying, those things are helpful. All right. So Tenji said, it's so true, Pastor. I think the older generation understand this more than the generation of now. This is what singing about, being independent women. This is what singing about being independent women cost. Negative side effect. Yes. This thing about men not taking care of women, she's saying that part of it came from this whole campaign of independent women. Being an independent woman, I don't need a man. It is part of what
it is.
And I agree with her.
It is. And I can't remember who it was that said now that independence is the enemy to marriage. I always say, when we say, oh, ladies, we want to be independent, where's all the independent women? I always say, hold on. Independent from what? What are you being independent from? And where are you taking this independence to? So those crucial questions are not really being asked. People are just jumping on a trend. Independent, I'm independent. Independent from what?
This question, sorry. This is question. Fede said, naturally, women like men's money, even if they earn more. maybe Mama can tell us why. Why do women like men's money?
Because in our mind and in the Bible and in everything is ingrained in us that men are the provider. Yeah. So somehow we're seeing that this provision, it should be flowing to us so that we can also, spend or do something with the money. I don't know what it is. It's just the way we're wired.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's more of an emotion. And sometimes I don't think it's even the money.
Yeah.
I think it's just the gesture in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just
it wasn't that it was.
Yeah, that this person can take care of me.
Yeah.
And if they have more, they will do more. I think it's really from that.
Because it's not like
really
a massive. It's not like a massive.
It's not like the salary from your place of work.
No.
But it helps to do something. And then over the years, you increase it. Yeah. He was saying, sir, what if the person doesn't or does not value the little gift, the little you gift her, even when knowing what you earn as a man? Then that would be an unappreciative wife. If she knows what you earn and the little you gifting her.
Knowing that you're managing a lot, you're balancing a lot, to make ends meet and things happen. And I think
you just have her in mind.
I think if I was unappreciative of what it is that you do, how would you continue?
Well, I mean, for me, I will continue. I will continue because I'm not doing it.
You're not spiteful.
Yeah, I'm not spiteful. I'm not doing it because you ask me, because you didn't ask me, or for appreciation and all of that. I'm just doing it because it's what I feel is right to do. Okay. And so for me, I'm convinced in my spirit this is the right thing to do. I have peace with God in doing it, I don't think that there's anything that is going to make me stop. But will I be happy that you're not appreciative? No, I wouldn't be. But I'm not a spiteful person, so I guess I would continue. Martin said, many thanks, Papa and Mama. I'm running out of ink. He's making those. God bless you. He said, thanks for the wise counsel.
Thank God.
All right. Princess said, standing order.
Yeah.
Daddy.
It's not plain. It's not plain. I saw a question before. Okay, this one I think it is.
Okay.
So it says,
put it up.
That's okay. It says,
Okay,
it says, good evening, Marsa. A spouse who submit financially to his or her spouse and got betrayed, do you advise he or she to continue submitting?
Okay, I think that's a very good question. I think that is where, if you listen to the terms that we've used this evening, we've used the term independent, we've used the term interdependent, and we've used the term dependent. People many a time live in two extremes. Is either they are independent, and then maybe they're hearing this teaching this evening, and they move to the other extreme, which is dependent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, but that's not what we are saying.
Yeah.
What we're saying is that a couple are supposed to be interdependent. So let's give a scenario, because I think when you give examples, it helps better. So let's say you have 10,000 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. As a woman or as a man, because we've heard of women who have squandered their husband's money and men who have squandered their wife's money.
Yeah.
You then carry the 10,000 pounds and give it to your wife. Say, keep for me. Then the day now you are now asking for the money, she's telling you stories, the money has gone. Or it's your husband, the money has gone. Yeah? So should you continue to carry money and give to him or give to her? No. What we're saying is, so let's say you have that 10,000 the two of you, you run the home. Yeah. And you people have, that's why I like our model, but everybody can choose their model. You have a joint savings. So if money leaves your joint savings, you will know. If money is spent from your expense account, you will know. But you also have your own personal account. So in this case, now you have that 10,000. Yeah. Tomorrow, should you carry the 10,000 and go and give to them? No. Keep it in your own personal savings. But make sure you are making contribution as agreed to both the operational and the family savings. Yeah. But if you then want to, let's say, okay, that might 10,000, could be 20, could be 30. You want to buy a property, maybe as a couple, the both of you have to have conversation. Yeah. And so, okay, we need to raise this money. This is the way for us to raise it. Or you want to buy a property and maybe it's to be bought in your own individual name. Should you go off and just buy the property without your husband knowing? No. You should let your husband know that, by the way, I'm thinking of buying so property as an investment. Maybe I'll put a tenant there and all that. So I think it's...
Yeah, but even that the way you just said that one now, I'm thinking of buying a property. By the way, yeah. I'm thinking of buying a property, yeah. And I'm thinking to put a tenant there. That's somehow independent as well.
No, you're this is what
as a suggestion.
No, I'm thinking.
Okay.
The word I'm thinking.
Okay, what do you
of doing
think?
This? Yeah, you at the end of
because for me,
yeah,
how you bring somebody into
how do you not? How would you present that then?
For a spouse that would spend money.
No, yes, no. That statement now. Okay. I'm thinking of buying a property, and I'm thinking that this is the purpose and all of that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah. If it's presenting it that way is wrong, how would you present it?
No. But you didn't present it that way, guys. This is literally us. This is us now. But you didn't present it that way. What you said was, by the way, I'm thinking of buying a property and I want to put tenants there. That's not
no, and I'm thinking that I would put tenants there as an investment. Yes,
that's not. So how it could have been that is now us, is, babe, what do you think of this? Do you think it's the we, that special word, we, is very crucial, because then I would feel that this is an idea that we are manufacturing together, like now, even though you may have thought about it before, but it's not a concluded matter. Whereas when you now said, by the way, I'm thinking of buying a property and I'm going to put tenants there.
I'm thinking of putting there. I think when you say you are thinking of, it's terminology. When you say you are thinking of,
but that terminology is getting people in trouble.
It's not that you have concluded. No, because you can come and say, look, I just want to inform you that I am buying a property. And when I buy it, I will put a tenant there and all of that. I thought you should know.
And that's you're just telling me
exactly that one. You already decided what you want to do.
So what do you want me to do?
That one is not asking you to do anything. It's just informing you.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, how that could now be sure that is we, is they.
No, but she may not be buying it as we. She may be buying it in her own name. That's what I said. If you're buying a property, I said the two of you could be coming together, wanting to buy.
Be buying property by herself.
Well, it depends. Okay.
Anyway, Proverbs 31 woman, she both failed.
No. Let's say, for example, the husband mismanages money. For her to buy property with the husband, he does not even have the credit rating for it to work.
That's it.
Do you understand? It doesn't even have a credit rating for it to work. She's going to have to buy the property herself. Or even if he has the credit rating for it to work, because she's buying this property for an investment purpose. And if it was in the UK, for example, if the two of them, their name is there, then the stamp duty relief.
If it's first time.
As first time buyers, of the two of them will be used up. And this is not their main home. So there are circumstances and situations that can result in a property being bought in one person's name, but that has to come with understanding.
Yeah, that's the
from
understanding of the
from both
consideration of both.
from both
Yeah. But
partners.
for what I was saying, for that part of we is
Yeah.
babe, we okay, hold on. So I'm not starting with I'm oh god, when the pointer is now the accused, but it's a thing of, I think it's just having a conversation anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? Should we buy a property? I'm thinking we'll put it like, let's say if it's in that situation, it's having an understanding spouse anyway.
Yeah.
But in that situation of what do you think of buying a property? Maybe it should be in one person's name. My own credit rating is quite high. I'm not sure where your one is with all the different things that has happened recently. I'm not sure what you think. Or let's see whose credit rating is better. In case you know that your spouse is the one of it should be me. It should be me. Let's see whose credit rating is better, just to be sure that we're putting it in the place where we'll get the better mortgage deal. So you already know it's your credit rating that's better. So it will now be your one that will now be pursued. So I just think sometimes you have to tread a little bit carefully.
Yeah.
If you have a spouse that doesn't like certain things not being through them, or anything like that.
All right, I want to read this. Reverend Solomon Decker, God bless you, sir. He said to me, there's no human being on earth who is independent of his or herself.
Yeah.
He said, in marriage, we need each other to go forward.
That's it.
It's true. So you have to function together.
Yeah.
All right. There's this question.
Okay.
This person wrote and said, good evening, Sama. As a couple, if they want to buy a property, is it right for only the man to buy the property as he is the man, quote?
Yeah.
Or should the woman also contribute something? Well, I think if they want to buy a property, if the man is making money, the woman is making money, and they want to buy a property, the two of them can bring the money. There's no, if the woman is saying, oh, well, you are the man, you are supposed to be the one to provide roof over her head, so you should pay for it and all of that. I don't think that. I think as long as she's making money and the man is making money, the two of them can bring resources together and buy a property, and not just a property. They can buy number 2, they can buy number 3, and buy together. So that way, they as a couple, they are building together.
Yeah.
They may not both
investing.
They may not both bring equal amount of money, because two people don't really have equal
unless
amount
they're
of money.
working in the same place with the same job,
with the same job and the same everything.
It's rare.
It's rare.
Earning the
most times one person earns more than the other. Do you understand? So they should both be able to bring it, even if they are earning the same salary. Responsibilities may differ. Do you understand? Somebody may have come from a home or a family where everybody is okay and comfortable. And the other spouse may have come from a family where the members of the family still relies on them. Do you understand?
So dynamics. So it depends on the dynamics.
This one does not have to, they don't have to really support the family members. This one, they need to support the family member. But even at that, they need to discuss it. So that you're not just sending money behind without knowing.
I've always done this. I've always done this. That's the
independence that we're talking about. So today, the man, because he's the man, he has to be the one to know. The two of them have to work together to make it happen.
I think an agreement.
I think we have to wrap up.
The thing ultimately, okay, in my wrap up, let me fast forward. In my wrap up, I think a conversation has to be had in most of these scenarios that we have spoken of today. And that conversation is knowing that I'm interdependent with my spouse. I can't stand alone, even though I have the capacity to stand alone. I choose to stand with my spouse so that we can make the decisions for our home and our future, and the different decisions that would be for the betterment of our family to move forward successfully, and not one that he may resent me because I've made certain decisions without him. He may feel that he's been left out because I'm moving alone. And independence in marriage cannot work. Can the two walk together unless they agree? So I can't walk with him out of agreement, which is what independence does. So for me to walk successfully in my home, in my marriage, I have to always have in the forefront of my mind that I need to discuss it. I need to be in agreement with my spouse so that we can work together, walk together, and move together successfully, because we have come together, joined together as one flesh, and we're moving together with great purpose.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. To wrap up, Fene wrote and said, at this point, I feel unmarried people should pay attention more to this school and your teachings, because it will save them future wahala when they get married.
Yes, very true.
It's well. God bless you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you, Princess. I love that. She's already making quotes. So yeah, design it and send it out. So she said, I can't stand alone, even though I have the capacity to stand alone. I choose to work with my spouse.
Amen.
Quote unquote, Pastor Chioma. God bless you.
Bless you.
Awesome.
All right. So thank you all for joining us. Great. Thank you for being part of this conversation. You may have picked one thing or the other that'll be helpful for you or helpful for somebody. You can share this broadcast to them and tell them, listen to this. I think there's something in it that will be useful for you. And I'm sure that, we can all be an extension to somebody. The Lord bless you as you do in Jesus' name. I think Faith Otobo said, when God caused Adam to go to a deep sleep, and then God took one of his ribs and made Eve. So God was teaching the men how to give to their wives by that art. So whatever the man gives to his wife, I think she's probably still typing. Yeah. But there's a lot that we have learned today. God bless you all. Thank you for being part of this. Just some quick announcement. Next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we have our Solemn Assembly. Solemn Assembly is when we deal with very deep spiritual things, deep Christian. We're living in a time today where some of the core things of our faith and our Christianity are not being touched. So we deal with it. We do this every year. So be part of it. 7:30 every evening at Faith Miracle Church, Wood Green, London. God bless you as you're part of this. And if you have not got my book yet, make sure you order a copy. Scan the QR code on the screen and order your copy. It will be mailed to you. The title of the book is Uncover My Israel. It's a blessing to so many people, and I'm sure it will bless you too. It's always a joy to have you with us on Talk with the Missus. We're here fortnightly, so 2 weeks from now, we'll be back here for this broadcast. Join me tomorrow morning for Anzam Privé Prophetic Prayers by 6 a.m. God is doing amazing wonders. This week, our prayer focus is surely there is an end. Well, people, everything that has a beginning also have an ending.
I'm laughing at Elaine. Elaine, you were the first comment and the last comment. Man, you're on fire. So she says, classic session. Classic. Not just school, but drama class. Okay. All right. Princess said, no, she's not the last one. I'm the last one. Great episode. God bless you.
God bless you. All right, then, people. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode. This is where we say, bye.